Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another week's edition of Speak Friend and Question. You're here with your GBHL host, GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. And let's get stuck in because
we got loads of questions.
A lot of questions.
That's right. I have to say, I look a lot better now than what I did do even 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago? He's just been sick.
I just got back from training. Jamie's been waiting outside my house for about half an hour. About an hour. Been waiting outside for me while I was getting tortured. And yeah, I've just come back and have been sick. Not that you guys wanted to know that. Okay, so...
I'm eating toffee popcorn.
I'm eating toffee popcorn, and I would normally dive in with the popcorn, but I just can't stomach it this week. Now, since our last Q&A, we've had X-Wing week, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
X-Wing week. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it.
It's good, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'm well into it.
Kind of. Kind of.
We still need, well, at the time of recording, we still need one more, don't we?
Yeah, we didn't manage to get in the one of the battle reports, but we'll get that done for you guys. And I think that we might do an X-Wing battle report from time to time because we like the system. Even though we are predominantly a Hobbit strategy battle gaming channel, and there's some interesting feedback sort of either way as well. Yeah, which is good. Okay, so the first question is from SBG Kers. It will be great for me if you will maybe make a battle report with a Goblin Town army. Well, I don't recognise your name, so welcome to Speak Friend and Question.
Yeah. Now,
the issue with that is that we have to very much rely on our opponents because we don't have every single army.
Yeah.
Although we have been trying to expand what we've got.
A bit.
But if you are worried about sort of there being too many Rohan battle reports, because I'm a Rohan player, too many Wood Elf reports, because he's a Wood Elf player. So if there are any Goblin Town army guys out there,
I mean, get Owen.
Yeah, get Owen to come down.
Grab him at a tournament sometime.
Yeah, I think that could be good. So yeah, hopefully there will be one in the future. Remember, there is a rule, isn't there, with Speak Friend and Question?
Yeah, participation rule. If we answer your question, you're going to ask one next week, but just the one question. So we get too many. Well, not too many, just if people start asking lots of questions, it can get really fiddly.
It can indeed, it can indeed. So one question a week. Okay, so next up.
Next one is Reven1532. Have we heard that name before?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reven.
I recognise it.
Another quality video, guys. I'm despairing at the fact that I can't make it to your tournament or throw enough schools because of those pesky exams.
Well, they'll be important, and then they will ensure that one day you can go to tournaments at will.
It would be worth the plane journey from Ireland, plus a good excuse for me to travel back to England. Anywho, thanks for answering my question. Just a question regarding an army list. How does Ugluk with 6 Urukai with shield and 6 Urukai with pikes, a Shaman with 6 berserkers and 5 orcs with shields, Vrasku with 2 crossbows and 8 scouts sit with you guys? It's a 500 point list, and X-Wing week was very fantastic. Psst, get on the Kickstarter, guys.
Well, we do have to get onto the Kickstarter.
We need to properly discuss the Kickstarter, don't we?
We do. We had a sort of a preliminary discussion about Kickstarter last week, and we'll let you in on this conversation because it was a tough one because it was okay. What do we actually get? Because I mean, we know that we need
recording equipment.
We need recording equipment.
Yeah. Well, we want mics so that we can also have a podcast.
Mics is the most expensive part by far. And also, we wouldn't mind sort of editing software that both of us would work. But
see, he is a Mac and I'm a PC, so we're just not compatible with our sort of software usage because we were thinking of getting the Sony Vegas, and only a good PC user can use that.
Which is a shame.
The Mac can't. The Mac's very isolated in what it can use. And
then it's a case of do we actually get almost like a shared computer, or is it worth investing in just a laptop which we just use for
the channel, basically,
just for the channel and stuff like that. So it's really tough to work out what we need to do, but we will work it out and we will do it, and it's great to hear that some of you guys are going to support. Okay, so let's have a little look at your. I'm glad that you enjoyed X-Wing week as well. So your list: Ugluk. Now, what's Ugluk like?
Ugluk is sort of fight 5, 3 might, 1 will, 1 fate. Strength 5. He's an okay captain with defense 5, isn't he? I think he is, yeah. But he's got the head taker rule, so that once the force is broken, if an orc is in base contact, or I think it's an orc or a friendly model's in base contact with him, he can kill that model and gets a 12-inch standfast immediately. But if you've got the Shaman in there, I don't think he's particularly worth it. You've got Vrasku, maybe someone like Maher would be a better choice, who's a bit more attacky.
Or captains with heavy armour and shield, I think are good heroes.
Yeah.
I think are very, very good. Shaman with 6 berserkers and 5 orcs with shields.
Do you not want to have the orcs with spear?
Yeah, spears, that's what I was going to say.
And
Vrasku with 2 crossbows and 8 scouts.
Yeah.
Maybe max out your crossbows. Crossbows are good with Vrasku.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe try that. Good advice. Hope you enjoyed that answer.
Hope
you enjoyed your answer. I hope that answer was good enough for you, Reba. Make sure you ask a question next week. Next up, we've got Danny Parker 1100. Hello guys, I have a big army now. I've got no money left. Yeah, we know what that's like. But I like playing it at my house a lot, so I'm trying to find good scenery for my table. But trees are like 20 quid, and the gaming mat is not in Games Workshop nor their website. Man, that's a shame.
It's a shame that one went.
I got one of the last ones. Woo. I was wondering how I can get scenery without paying a fortune. Do you guys have any suggestions to use for grass mats or trees? Like a bed cover as the grass or something like that. All in all, thanks. Keep up the hobby. We will. And Liam F here is actually, you might want to check out these guys. They're a bit expensive but good quality. Also, this is frontlinegaming.org and they do gaming mats.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have any suggestions for scenery?
Something I made when I first started, and still looks the part in the scale of Lord of the Rings, was what's that stuff called? Like you know that you get in packaging that you start to break up and becomes really, you get the little balls everywhere.
Polystyrene.
Polystyrene, that's it. I knew it was poly something. Polystyrene, you know, you can shape that to be a hill, paint it brown, flock it, and that's a hill. You can also stick toothpicks into it to make defensive structures. I made a Motte and Bailey castle out of mine. But yeah.
Still got that?
Still got it.
Yeah, you have to bring it to the Northwest Gaming sometime to be filmed. It's very nice. So no, to be fair, that's probably going to be the cheapest way of getting some terrain, is actually making it yourself. And there are loads of great terrain making guides out there on YouTube, and also on the One Ring forum and such like. So that might be a good way to
trees have always been a bit of an expensive thing, because it's like if you want them to look realistic, you have to pay the money for them. I mean, you can make them with sort of wires and just twigs and things, but they're not going to look as good as a company who's made them.
No, you can always. I tell you, scenery tends to be cheaper when you don't get it sort of from a wargaming source. You get it from a model railway source or something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I started buying static grass for a bit from the model zone before that went under, because it was so much cheaper than going to Games Workshop and seeing what they were charging.
Yeah, that's always a good way to go, and eBay as well is not a bad way to go as well. So I hope that helps, Danny Parker. Next up, we've got Brandon Cooper.
What 500 points would you suggest for a Wood Elf list? Well, I'd take Legolas. 500 points? Yeah, I was just going to say.
Just Wood Elves, not Wozes.
Just Wood Elves, not Wozes, okay. Legolas, Thranduil and a Stormcaller. My 3 heroes.
Nasty.
And typically just spears, 2/3 spears, 1/3 bows and spears. That would be my sort of generic standard elf list.
There you go, Brandon. A question well answered. Next up, we've got Quentin Boemeyer. Hey guys, my question is, what would be a good Hobbit army list? I have about a war band and almost all of the heroes, but I'm looking for something to complete it. Thanks, always. A good Hobbit army list. So let's assume that you mean at 500 points. What does Ed bring at 500 points?
Starting to sort of Hobbit
Hundreds.
Lists. Yeah. You want to go for
Max your bow limit.
Max your bows. You want the heroes to be not just anything but Frodo and Sam to start off with.
What's wrong with Sam?
Well, Sam's actually quite good. He gets Sting, so he's actually strength 3 to begin with. But he's just a bit more expensive than sort of Merry, Pippin, Paladin, Banderbruss. Banderbruss is one of the best out of them for 40 points. You get him on a horse. And then you include Sam afterwards to be your next hero.
Yeah.
Take things like Fatty Bolger, maybe not Lobelia, because she has got a bit of a negative side to her. But Fatty's a great sort of free deployment to force your opponent to then put a warband down. You want Battling Brandy Books for their strength 3, because you can get them with the axes and you get even better.
Piercing strike in hobbits.
Piercing in hobbits is nasty, but just having strength 3 rather than strength 2 makes such a difference. Let's say you come up against a defense 5 army, which are quite regular. You're wounding somebody on 5s rather than 6s. It makes a big, big difference. Other than that, Tuckish Hunters are a maybe. They get a strength 3 for their fighting, or maybe fight 3, one of the two. But go for the upgrades and max out numbers.
Yeah. Seems to make sense, and there's some good hobbit armies out there as well. It tends to be quite competitive.
Yeah.
And, is it Vaser? Is that right?
Oh, Vesa.
Vesa
Nenya.
Did he bring hobbit armies?
Yeah, he brought hobbit armies to it was in the old style Lord of the Rings, but yeah, he took them to the original Grand Tournaments and won uncontested for about, I think it was 3 or 4 years on the trot.
Impressive. Next question. Hope that answers your question, Quinn. Okay, we've got order, awful.
Team Covenant should get shout out. Oh, okay, sorry. Team Covenant should get a good shout out. They do good X-Wing stuff, which is better. Oh, sorry. Right. I'm going to start that again. Team Covenant should get a shout out. They do good X-Wing stuff. And which is better, an Urukai scout with shield or a fighting Urukai with shield? Or a fighting Urukai with shield.
Yeah.
He's got high defence.
Yeah.
That's the only
exactly
difference.
the same, but higher defence. In terms of the shout out to Team Covenant, we'll take a look at it because this is because of last week's scouring of YouTube.
Of course, yeah, we didn't actually do a scouring, did we?
We didn't do well, we did, but the whole thing was right. Okay, we want you guys to make suggestions. So what we'll do is we will write down after this Q&A the ones that we think, and we'll make a separate video as a scouring of YouTube. I'll do that. Based on the ones that you suggest, and we'll go and scour those YouTube channels based on your
channels.
yeah. But we'll have a little look at your suggestions first before we actually do the scouting. Okay, next up we've got Glenn Armstrong. Hey guys, thanks for answering my questions again. It's a pleasure, Glenn. I'm glad that you agree that Gimli is great. I have the mini rulebook from the starter set, and I've found a PDF with the points values for all the models in the Hobbit and Unexpected Journey. Yeah, that's on the Games Workshop website. So do you think I need to spend £50 on a big rulebook if I'm saving up to create that Erebor army? Well, if you've got the mini rulebook and you've got the PDF, then you don't necessarily need to, I suppose. I'm really interested in the hobby side of the game, and I've heard that there are lots of hobby-related things in the larger rulebook.
Yeah.
And was wondering if the book is worth it purely for the hobby side.
Depends how sort of into the hobby you are. Like, if you're quite advanced at what you can do, then potentially not, because it's mostly beginner stuff and painting guides, and we use this colour and then layered and then highlighted and shaded. So if you know what you're doing already, then you probably actually don't need it. But if you're new to the hobby or you want to improve, then yeah, I'd say it's worth having a look. Just go to your Games Workshop, ask to see their store copy, and have a look, see if that's the kind of stuff that you want.
That's good advice. And if you don't want to spend £50, remember you can always probably get somewhere between a 15 and 25% discount by going to an independent retailer such as Element Games. Remember, if you go to Element Games, you said you come from GBHL channel, it helps us. So support us. So yeah, I was wondering if it was worth putting £50 dent in my savings for a new army. Go and have a little look, and only you will know whether it's worth it or not based on whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Keep up the fantastic work to keep this hobby alive, and good luck in everything you do. Happy strategy battle gaming, guys. Thank you very much, Glenn. You are talking like a true GBHLer. GBHLer. Next up, we got Rob Jacobs.
Thanks for closing this comment.
Oh, sorry. Read what now?
Sorry, we're just trying to be helpful.
Oh, that's right. We told Rob Jacobs off for answering our questions.
Anyway, here's the question. What is a good 500-point dwarf army list that will be competitive in tournaments? Would you use the King's Champion in that army? Yeah. Two banners is a great ability, and essentially having 5 fate on your hero is nice.
And finally, do you put the King's Champion on a monster base with his banner bearers as it shows in the packaging on the Games Workshop photos?
No, that is for War of the Ring. In War of the Ring, the King's Champion, where he was originally profile was created for, he was on a monster base because he was classed as being a monster.
Right.
So, but no, for SBG, you'd put them all on 3 separate bases.
By the way, you underestimate your persuasion power on the subscribers. I know, as I went and bought James's all-mounted Rohan Rohan army on Games Workshop right after whacking the first video that he fielded with them. Sadly, they're still not undercoated. Some strange urge came over me. Everybody loves the Rohan. Like, deep down, it's just, they've been put off for years by people on forums saying that they can't be competitive.
They can't be. You take the most broken unit in their force.
I love, like, a year ago, no one was saying this.
No, they were.
The most broken, it makes it competitive.
The most broken in that list.
In that list, yeah.
Is the Sons of Ale.
They're not broken, are they?
Not broken, no.
No, they're not. What they do is they allow an all-mounted Rohan list to be viable.
Look at your face.
It's true.
Be viable.
It's true. When you do it, your hair goes up. Moshing channel. Yeah, good. They make it viable because you can charge it, you can get counter charge, you can hold up, and then you can counter charge. That's what it's all about. Sons of Ale. The most broken. Anyway, everyone deep down is a secret Rohan person, and I get many messages from people saying I've been a closet Rohan person for a long period of time, and I've decided to come out.
No one's ever said that to you. You don't know.
Yeah, they have. Loads of people come to me and say, now, only because of you do I feel brave enough to come out and display my love of Rohan.
No one's ever said that to you.
Everybody thinks. Everybody loves a bit of Rohan.
Next up from Jack Pellin. Hi, sorry for asking the same question last week. I really liked X-Wing Week. Good. My question is... You're going to be sick of it. My question is, on the Games Workshop website, it says that Guard of the Galadrim Court have 8 attacks. Assuming this is... No, that's from the War of the Ring. That's from the War of the Ring profile. Ignore that one. Yeah. They've not got 2 attacks each. I wish. Yeah. Is this because of an outdated source book? Am I reading something wrong? No, it's just a different system. P.S. I'm hopefully coming to the Desolation of Stockport tournament on the 12th and 13th of April.
Woohoo!
Since there is no one in my local hobby store who plays Hobbit SBG, I normally split my force with me and a friend. So I'm looking forward to getting some games on a bigger scale with a variety of armies.
Fantastic. Make sure you get down. And what date are we on now?
It is currently, when we're recording, the 13th.
Well, which means by the time this has got out, you should have bought... Oh, we can't even convince people to buy it in this video. Well, still buy your tickets, of course, but if you've not bought by now, then it means that... the
stretch goals are gone.
The stretch goals are gone, so we'll no longer be putting in extra things for people being brought into the prizes, because we just can't do it. I think we're only like 1 away from being able to put the Palace Guard in, so if no one's bought it by then... So,
shame on you, if you haven't unlocked it. If you have, good job everyone, well done.
Yeah.
Karam
Jam Triangle!
That's War of the Ring. Sorry, James and Jamie.
Karam Jam Triangle! What are you doing?
Next question.
Whoa. This is a feature in itself. This is
just giving it away.
This is the feature. Ready?
This is what everyone waits for. Did you like the last video? Did you watch it?
The last... Oh, yeah, yeah. Right. You actually did, like, some editing.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Jamie, when it comes to editing... Like, when we first started, there was obviously lots of editing. Then we realised that the more editing you do, it takes a lot of time.
So as soon as we said, we don't actually need to edit that much, it was like, well...
But Jamie went the other end of the scale, like, stopped editing anything. But then I did actually notice you'd obviously watched through and edited, because there was this wonderful moment where... Cha-cha Master! Cha-cha Master! Cha-cha Master! Amazingness, and it all came up over the screen. Yeah. He must have loved this. Yeah. Like, he must love this, you know. I hope nobody else is getting jealous because Cha-Cha Master's just got such a great username that just, you say it and you just become happy.
Smile.
Cha-Cha Master. I wonder, who comment below, who joined in when we did the 3, 2, 1 Cha-Cha Master? We need to know. We need to know. Cha-Cha Master has put, hello guys, what do you think about the Knight of the White Tower? As always, cheers from Poland. Is it double wound? Like, what is it?
Yeah, double wounds. Each wound counts as 2.
His wound, yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, it's alright. I think he's only fight 4 or 5 though. And he has to use his 2-handed weapon to get that ability.
What does he?
So he's going to be at -1 to win the fight. So yes, he's got this amazing potential to, you know, let's say he traps someone, could potentially cause 8 wounds. But you're going to have to go 2-handed to do it, so you're going to need a reliable team of people to go in and kill.
He has to use it two-handed to get that.
To get the bonus, yeah.
I'm sure someone has done that against me before without using two-handed. I think it might have been Steve.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I miss Steve.
I know.
I miss Steve.
He's had a little babby, hasn't he?
He's the baby, but when he comes back, he's going to be forced into this destructive SBG machine. We're going to help him with one force
To rule them all.
One force to rule them all. And Steve is going to be coming to a tournament near you soon and kicking some bum. You can see it.
I trained him up. I can train Steve.
It's true. You need to train me.
Right.
Pete would have something to say about that. Pete.
Yeah.
Pete let me win for a long period of time. So yeah, Knight of the White Tower.
Jeremy Smith.
Jeremy Smith. No vest, please.
No, keep it hidden.
I've just come back. I think it's because I said I said who wants to see you in a vest.
Yeah.
He's put no vest, please.
No,
I think you look good in a vest.
I don't blame him. I've got quite a hairy chest.
I think you look good in a vest. I think. Yeah. I'm liking the Cookie Monster T-shirt though. Cookie starts with C. Who knows the Cookie Monster song?
The question is, if you take the Goblin Town Scribe in a point match game, how do you reconcile any reinforcements that brings in versus Evil's breaking point? And where would the reinforcements enter the board?
It's in the rule, isn't it? You calculate your breaking point at the start.
And then once the models have died, once your models dead have reached that breaking point, then the army is broken.
Yeah, so you don't work it out based on what's left, you work it out on what has been killed.
Yeah. Thank you very much for all the hard work you do. Keep it up and have a cup of tea.
And where do the reinforcements come into the board?
Oh, you choose. In every game bar Reconnoiter, you pick the board edge that they come on. In Reconnoiter, they come on the board edge you start on to stop you going walk on, walk off, walk on, walk off, walk on, walk off.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Thank you very much for all the hard work you do. Thank you very much, Jeremy Smith. Keep it up and have a cup of tea instead of a Diet Coke. Do you know what? I really fancy a brew and I didn't boil the kettle before. You don't drink hot drinks, do you? You're one of those weirdos. I need a brew. Well, we'll keep on doing this. We'll get a brew after. Thank you very much, Jeremy Smith. Next up,
I'm disgusted by that recommendation.
What, a cup of tea?
Yeah.
You've had your Diet Coke, haven't you? You finished it? Woo! Look at that. Championing a spa team since 1990? 1991! Oh my god! You weren't even born in the 80s. You can't even listen to that Calvin Harris song. Okay, Melkor's SBG. Thanks for asking my question. Pretty much agree. Though I have quite a few White Dwarf copies from long ago. I think he was asking about what do we think about Warhammer Visions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
If I remember rightly. Have you guys considered applying for advertising on your videos? Would make it a bit easier to keep this awesome channel going. That extra quid will certainly help soften the quid. I think he meant to put an S on the end because an extra quid might pay for his Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Will help certainly soften
another bag of popcorn.
Yeah, the insane amount of effort you put into this channel, which I can safely say everyone really appreciates. So it's great that you all appreciate it. Now with YouTube advertising, which I presume is what you mean, you have to be getting a lot of views.
To make it viable as a business model, you need roughly about 300,000 views per video, which, you know, even Mini Wargaming don't get that. The Mini Wargaming channel, they've answered this in one of theirs.
Yeah, have you watched the Q&A?
No, but I remember. Well, I think I watched one about the business model.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I find it interesting.
And their channel, with their how many subscribers they got? About a few 100,000. Their videos, on average, sort of get about 10,000 views. They put content up every day, if not 2 or 3 videos, and that can only support one person of their team.
And that's someone doing part-time back reps. That's not like a full-time member of staff. So, you know,
YouTube advertising isn't the big money spinner that people seem to think it is.
The best way really for us to generate a regular income wouldn't necessarily be from advertising revenue. It would be from you guys supporting us in some way. Having our own
site and having a subscription for 6.
That would be the best way. Would be having some kind of subscription where you guys would contribute to.
Yeah, that's how Mini Wargaming run it, and that's how Beasts of War do it as well.
Yeah, so for this as a wargaming channel to be viable and actually making money, it would need to be a sort of paid subscription service for at least some of the content. And there are only 2 examples of this this format working as a business model, and that is Mini Wargaming Beasts of War, and that's what they do. So that's something that we would have to think about in the future. But in the meantime, you know, I think we've chosen what we want to do with the logo. So we're going to get that worked on. That means there'll be hoodies and dice and things where you can help us out by just buying those.
Buying them,
And also
attend our events.
Yeah, if you attend our events, that will help. And I think in future we'll try and run 2 or 3 a year.
We're trying to run, I think, potentially 2, if not 3 this year. And if the channel does grow, we can start branching out into other systems. Like I wouldn't mind running an X-Wing tournament, just because I love X-Wing at the moment. I'm
not surprised you love it. You love it because you're playing me.
Yeah.
And I have been shocking. That's shocking.
I played Ed twice and beat him twice, and I'll hopefully play Charles today if I get time, beat him too, and then play Owen and
Owen will smash you.
Owen will smash me, and then I'll learn how to play the game
smash
properly.
Him. Owen, smash him, please, please. Owen keeps sending me Facebook messages like, "What are you doing? K-turn is red." Because I went forward. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do K-turn." Oh no! Oh no!
He said to me, "He's like, you can understand sort of messing up maybe a length of a turn because you're just looking at the symbol." But the K-turn is so obviously a K-turn because it's red.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but when you're filming and you're in a rush, it puts an entirely different pressure on what your decision making is. As Jamie found out when he first started doing the channel.
Yeah.
Because it was different for me because I was going from an inexperienced person and then filming kind of, if anything, it made me think more about what I was doing. Yeah. And Jamie went from a point where he'd been able to be really focused on, the game.
Until I was like, "No, Jamie, stop rolling a second. Why? I don't record this. I don't want to."
Yeah, roll. Whoa! Reroll.
Explain what you're doing. No. Just shout numbers at people.
Okay, he's put, on a more SBG note, with my Gondor army, haha, do you reckon it would be better to spam Warriors of Minas Tirith, lots of them with cheap heroes, or a more elite list with Boromir, Guards of the Fountain Court, and Swan Knights of Dol Amroth and Rangers? I don't have my source book with me at the moment, so can't give a specific list, but generally I do find one or the other because I love the look of a complete elitist army and don't want to dilute it with normal warriors. Cheers guys, I appreciate what you do. Well,
I think you should actually combine this to it and spam elite warriors with cheap heroes.
Elite warriors with cheap heroes, yeah?
Yeah. So that way you can afford these elite, like a horde of elite warriors with some very cheap heroes and then have one decent one.
This is the great thing I think about the Gondor list. I think the really good thing about it is you could get an absolute beast of a hero, like Faramir is good. You get like Boromir.
Yep.
What a tank! Yeah. Get Boromir in there. Have like some elite unit, but then you can have cheap heroes.
Yeah. And
fill out your numbers elsewhere.
But think about it. I always go for 10 just because it's easier to work out. But 10 Guards of Gladrim with shield is 107 points. With Damrod, that's 130 points for 10 defense 7 warriors with fight 4 and bodyguard. You do the same with then Beragond, and it's 135 points. So you're paying
that's like
265 points for 20 defense 7 fight 4 models with 2 points of might with rubbish heroes. But then you can throw in Boromir, and that you've got suddenly a very competitive army.
I like that. Damn it, more models to buy, Jamie Giblin. I like that. Write it down. I'll add it to my little postage note pile of millions of army lists that you build. I'm going to write a 600 point army list today. That's what I do, it's fun. Okay, I'm glad that you appreciate what we do as well, Mel, because we appreciate the kind words and your support. We couldn't do this without you guys. First Aid subscribers equals winners. What a quiz it is.
It's Churchill Master!
Churchill Master!
And guys, I almost forgot, you're improving from every episode in pronouncing Churchill Master!
Churchill Master!
Maybe that's just people what his name is. Be like, "Hey, Churchill Master! How you doing today?"
Maybe this will ruin the dream and the illusion.
If his name was actually
what is your real name?
No, we don't know.
No, we don't want to know.
No.
No, in our world of rainbows and candy,
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. You are Churchill Master. Paradox Vortex. Can you do a get buff bat rep Galadrim versus Gondor? Well, I don't have any Gondor or Galadrim.
I don't have any. I have a warband of Galadrim now because of Middle-earth's Deadliest Warband, but I don't own any Gondor.
And Get Buff Back Rep is all about the Rohan. It's all about Lords of Battle, Rohan, someone trying to take me on and inevitably losing because All Mountain Rohan's totally broken. You love it. You hate it. You hate it.
That's it. Patrick Bruemeyer, next.
We've had another Bruemeyer. Hang on. Because this is what I was thinking before. With Quinn Bruemeyer, I was thinking, he was Bruemeyer, wasn't it? Let's go down through.
He had a green thing. Yeah, Bruemeyer. Quinn.
Are you related?
You cousins? You brother and sister?
Yeah. Are you related? Quinn and Patrick, are you long lost relatives? Patrick Bruemeyer.
I say put Jamie in the wife beater.
I've got loads upstairs.
No, I'm good.
I think it would make great entertainment. Just to have like a shot at the end of this of you in the vest. You know it makes sense. Yeah. We're all about the entertainment.
For a channel to scour, I would check this one out if you haven't. Lord of the Rings SBG Battles. We're linked to each other on related channels. So
we're good friends.
Have we scoured him in the past?
Surely we've scoured him.
Must have.
No. Do you know what? Maybe we haven't.
It'd be a half decent one to scour.
Let's scour him. He's been quiet lately.
Yeah.
He did his Desolation of Smaug sort of review. I mean, he was really the main strategy battle gaming channel sort of pre-us. He's still got more subscribers than us. He's been going a long time. His campaigns have got a massive following.
They're really popular.
And he's got, I think he's done like big battles like Helm's Deep, which have, because it's so spectacular, they've got absolutely thousands and thousands of views. But he does put out a lot less videos than us.
Yeah, sort of like once a month almost.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been longer than that. I've not seen him put a video out. I hope he's okay. But yeah, that's not a bad idea for a scouring because we like that dude. He's a good guy. Very, very nice. Really nice guy. Hopefully we'll get him over sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Next question.
I think I just read the last one. It's the Bruemeyer one. You can...
You just seen a load of words. Words! Numbers.
Numbers, Les!
Hello guys. So I am a house parent at a children's home. And when you said to say Chocho Master's name, we were in the middle of study time. And I said his name so loud and all the boys in my house just sat there looking at me. That is awesome. The best part is they now walk around saying it and have absolutely no clue what it means.
Chocho Master!
Chocho Master! This is how things spread.
Yeah.
Like, I swear down, literally 7 years ago, when I first started doing outdoor fitness training, okay, I was coming from the army, had to be careful, not to swear too much. So, there was a sergeant I had in the army that used to always say, "Oh my eyes."
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I started saying, "Oh my days." Now, I hear like Fern Cotton on the TV saying, "Oh my days." That used to be my thing. People say, "What? Oh my what?" And I'd be like, "Oh my days." That's what I say. It's spread.
Yeah.
It's become worldwide.
It's not spread from you.
It has spread from me.
It's not.
It was me. It was. No one will ever believe me. No one will ever believe me.
No.
But it was me. I promise you, Jamie. I promise you. It was me. It was me. Chocho Master will have the same thing. You'll be walking down the height in 10 years' time and someone will go along and be like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" "Chocho Master." And it'll be like, that means you feel they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah? How you feeling? Chocho Master. Start doing it!
Oh, dear.
You're famous, Mr. Chocho Master from Poland. Okay. Also, I think Lord of the Rings Strategy Battles deserves a turn on scouring of YouTube. I agree, that's a good one. That's definitely in top 5. I watched everything on that channel and waited daily for new content to be posted. On that thought track, thank you for posting so much content. It keeps my spirits up to be able to spend time with my hobby friends, you guys, even though I don't have time to play. 8 hours a week are a killer. Yeah, that's a long week.
80 hours weeks.
Yeah, that's a tough job as well. I've got a few clients who do that job. Very, very tough. So hats off to you, Paul. And yeah, we are your hobby friends. So use this channel as an outlet because everybody needs an outlet for their hobby. Now to the question. Have you guys ever run into a control army? I love the look of an Angmar dead models. Oh, I love the look of the Angmar dead models and would love to find a good use for them. I actually, since Deadliest Warbands, which has been up, I can actually see a really good way of using, getting rid of spear support and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I have contemplated having more than like 5 or so in a force, just to put real pressure on the opposing.
It does put pressure on. I actually liked it, and they do look great. They're lovely models. I've used and liked the way Deadmarsh Spectres and Barrow Wights work. Barrow Wights paralysed.
Paralysed, but they are no might, no fatal, one wound.
They can lead, can't they? They're 50
They can
points.
lead, yes.
So you can have a warband with them.
Yeah.
Army I thought up with them consists of the Witch King with 2 might and fate, 1 Spectre, 3 Orc trackers, 4 Orc with shields, 2 Orc with shield and spear. Next warband, Barrow Wight, 1 Spectre, 4 Orcs with shields, 4 Orcs with spears. And lastly, Angmar Orc Shaman, 6 Orc trackers, 6 Orcs with shield. Any thoughts? I was thinking maybe a bigger hitter like a troll or Badur. I don't know, just theory. Thanks again, Paul Watson, MWLL Rambo.
Oh, okay. I think if you want it to be called like a control army, you need a lot more Spectres in there. 2 Spectres probably won't do what you need to do, like to push people around. Potentially as well, a shade would be a really good benefit to the force, just because you then don't need a big hitter. The fact that your regular front line guys are going to be winning so many more fights that they will just grind them down. Looks good. I've always wanted to do a force without any might in it.
Yeah, you made a suggestion, didn't you?
Shade, Barrow Wights and the Drummer Lake, where it's a very sort of anti-hero force, but it's just cheap spam that can go out there and...
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you think the Shade and the Drummer Lake combination, I think, is so good. Yeah. So good, because I was even thinking that for this 350, because there'll be some new... Yeah.
So
we are geniuses, Giblin.
All hero will be popular, but then I think for this event that we're going to, the Shadow and Sorcery, might will be needed as well. So you can't rely on it just for fun. I think it'd be quite a fun force, but
yeah, I think it'd be fun to play. Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of the Angmar stuff. I don't know if you have as well.
I've got some Deadmarsh Spectres.
Yeah, I've got some Deadmarsh Spectres. I've got Badur. Oh, I bought Badur off you.
You got Badur off me.
Not having him back. I've got Witch King and stuff like that. Yeah. I'd love to use the Witch King. I think he looks like good fun. Yeah. With his crown of Morgul.
You don't need that. Give him a Fellbeast.
Give him a Fellbeast. And don't buy that.
Don't buy that.
Yeah. There we go. From the man who knows the stuff. Thanks very much for your question, Paul Watson. Next up, the one and only...
Thomas Macklin.
Boom.
Boom. LOL Cat Weasel. I put that up as well. I did some more editing.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, well done. You and your editing, you've been on fire. I was slow with your videos.
I was obviously very bored.
You know what's good? It was really good about this channel, obviously doing it as a partnership, is that
you don't actually know what's going to be in the videos that you've not edited yourself.
Which is good, because I do watch them. Have you started watching them now a bit more? Especially the ones that you've not been in.
I've watched the ones I've not been in because it's actually interesting to me. If I'm watching, I had a theory about this. Is that if I'm in the video, I just start agreeing with myself and go, yeah, that's the right opinion. if I'm just listening, I'm like, yeah.
That's not a good sign. But yeah, that was a good answer.
That's a good answer. I don't need to watch this video anymore.
But one of the good things about doing this as a partnership is that, because both of us work hard for this channel, so this last week a lot of the content has been what I filmed when we were down in London, so a lot of it's been from me, but then there's been weeks where I've been struggling to get up, we've had a big bat rep to do or something, and it's been hard to get that done and processed. So Jamie's getting the filler content out there, so we're a good team.
So it's all like the midweek stuff, isn't it? Where we start to... It's usually around about Monday, Tuesday, when we've sort of exhausted the big content that we've filmed on this Thursday. We're like, right, we need something to go up for the next sort of Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. To see us through.
Yeah, it's true. We've got a nice little backlog.
We've got a nice backlog now. We have been working week by week.
Yes.
Like running out on the Wednesday, or running out, posting a video on the Thursday and running out, and it's like, right, we get something edited tonight, get it up, so we've got something for Friday. Yeah,
we kind of have a schedule, like an idea. I mean, it's not too strict though, and we're always about a week. We've always got about a week's worth. Yeah. When you see a video, there's usually sort of another 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on what point in the week it is, or how close to Thursday it is.
If you're watching on Wednesday, we could be scraping the barrel.
Running another competition.
Yeah.
I've been having some thoughts, and I just wanted to share them with you.
We've got a competition update.
Competition update.
Second update. Throwing the schools has been released. Something.
We do have competition updates. We do that afterwards.
So the question actually.
Oh yeah, it's about cat weasel. Well, as you can see, I'm not doing the whole beard thing anymore, but I'm not shaving all the way down.
Oh, nice.
I'm trimming.
I need to get a shaver that doesn't cut all the way down.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit too wiry now.
Yeah.
It could do with getting cut down. I have trimmed
cut down so it fills out more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Just if I keep it like this, it might get a bit thicker when it grows, so I don't look as Cat Weasley. Thanks for answering my question last week. Another stonking Q&A.
My question this week is, what do you think I've taken to Throne of Skulls? Thanks guys, and as always, keep up the great work. P.S. The X-Wing videos were amazing. Gonna buy some and give you a game down in Stockport if that's okay. Yes. Give me a game. Give him a game.
Trash him. Trash him. Destroy him. I'm determined to come up with a rebel list that trashes you. And apparently I've got to start putting asteroids out.
Asteroids, yeah, asteroids off, and they do hinder the movement
of you.
Of Ty a bit.
Of you. That's right.
So
I'm glad that you like the
X-Wing videos.
What
am I thinking of for Throne of Skulls? I'm thinking Wood Elves, potentially, for it.
Tournament winning Wood Elves with their woes as allies.
I'm not sure. This thing. I'm not sure whether to include a hero from another faction so I get entered into the Forces of Light, or if I should remain pure Wood Elf.
My view is, I think it's better to be part of a smaller pool.
Well, yes,
in the pure, to go for all Wood Elf. I think. But
then all Wood Elf also encompasses pure Dwarf and pure, because it's a Free People's book.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
So it's you have the Fellowship lists, the White Council, Durin's folk, and they can all ally in between themselves. So you're not actually like a Shire Force would be a Free People's book.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So I'd be in the pot with all of them. Whereas if I go for a Forces of Light,
you could do that, couldn't you? To get your numbers, you could do your Shire. You could, hobbits with axes can replace the woses with axes.
I'm moving 4 inches, and not woodland creature.
Oh, that's
It's too much.
Yeah, true. 600 points though. It's a good points level, I think, because you can just start to do some of the things you can't really do at 500.
That bigger hero, maybe. Yeah.
Yep. I've got my list sorted.
I think I've got mine pretty much in my head.
Mine is my 500 point list pretty much, but with some numbers added to it, because that's where I struggle with numbers. Sorry?
Nothing.
Woses.
No, because then you become Foster Life.
Yeah.
And you want to be Rohan.
Damn right I do. Barry O'Neill.
It's good that Jamie isn't participating at your tournament, seeing as how he wins all the time. What can I say?
Don't say things like that.
Very true.
Don't say things like that.
It's a track record so far.
We've come up with the equation. We've worked out how this works. Now, Jamie.
But you have theorised.
Jamie,
it's not been put into practice yet.
Jamie wins tournaments this season where he doesn't play me, where he avoids me.
It's a theory. It's not put into practice.
Well, no, it's a theory backed up with evidence. So, so the evidence is Huddersfield. You played me. You dropped out of it. I'm sorry, Mum. Yeah. To be fair, that was massively skewed against you.
Reconnoitre on a 2-foot table versus 5 dwarves when you've got 12.
Cavalry!
Moving 12 inches.
And I was still like, whoa, I might lose. What if I lost out?
How?
You're like, how?
You have won. You have won.
Yeah, but I think even since that tournament, I have improved as a player.
Oh, you have, yeah.
It must be really interesting. It must be like having an infant child.
He's growing up. He's not touching hot things anymore.
But even from Mansfield to best event ever,
you start to learn how the tournaments run and how to.
Yeah, I was well more aware
how to properly meta game, like the game outside of the tabletop.
Yeah, like not just let's play a game.
Let's win games.
Understanding how to win the whole thing, and in that last one. I made a team choice. Yeah. Just a safe.
Yeah, safe choice.
A very safe choice, but it was a team choice because the interesting thing was, if I'd have got the VP, which I could have done in the battle that I was having, I'd have played you at something that I could have had that nice little sword.
Yeah. Or you could have done what I did and not pick up the thick prize against me for 5 turns.
Which would have been minging, and I would never live it down, and I'd drop out into... And that's not... Guaranteed second place is well better.
Yeah.
The tournament review will be up by this time.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, so you guys will already know that Jamie and I, we got first and second at the tournament.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Team GBHL. More importantly, both of us got 100% win record in it.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, we avoided each other. And that's why Jamie won.
Yeah.
Bit
of a random question this week because I couldn't... Oh, okay.
Here we go. Yeah, give
the rest of us a chance. I said you win all the time. Thanks for the answer, you guys, and I'll keep trying to get my mates back into the game. Bit of a random question this week because I couldn't think of anything else to ask. I'm now bound by the participation rules.
Woo! You're
locked in. You're locked in. So, what is your favourite scene or quote from either the books or the films?
Oh, Barry O'Neill. That's a big question.
I'm gonna go scene from the films.
Scene from the films is easy because the books are massive. There's so many wonderful things in the books that I love. Scenes in the films.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's when Boromir gets shot the second time. Spoilers. He gets up for the second time and everything goes slow-mo and you get the music and he starts killing again.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
That's because I'm just a huge Sean Bean fan.
Yeah, I like the charge, the Rohan, the Pelennor. Some of the Helm's Deep stuff is quite cool. In The Hobbit, I really like it when Bilbo meets Smaug, Desolation of Smaug, and I also like it when Bilbo meets Gollum.
That scene is incredible.
It's a fantastic scene.
It's 1 o'clock.
Text Charles and tell him that we're running late. Is it 1 o'clock, really?
Yes.
Was I really that ill for that long?
You were that ill for that long.
I was in a bad way when Jamie saw me. In a bad way. In terms of the books, you're going to have to ask me that again with some preparation. Send me an email. I love wargaming. I'm going to have a little look through my book again and remember all they made. Because there's so many points where I'm just like, that is cool. That is cool. Next up, we've got Suicidal Mars Bar, Joe Horsefall himself. Best monster in the game, in your opinions? Felbist.
Yeah.
Does that count? Monstrous mouth?
Let's not include it. Because
it's
not a monster on its own that you could include without a ring wraith.
The best monster.
Best monster. Moro Troll Chieftain's always good. Hero is a monster with might. A dragon, but then you're looking at sort of 350 points to make him great.
What do you think about like treebeards and ents and stuff like that?
I don't even think of them.
You don't think of them? How come?
They're too many points.
Popcorn.
I have.
I'm a good wingman like that.
Yeah, thanks. I've got popcorn. Yeah, I just don't even think of them as being monsters. A good force doesn't need them, I don't think.
Okay. Because of the heroes.
Because of the heroes. You got decent enough troops and heroes to not require a monster to do some damage.
Ooh! Beep, 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 beep.
1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
What other monsters I can get?
Cave Dwarves, Nice and Shoot. Dwellers in the Dark, pretty good. Fight 7 for 75 points.
Charles brings them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he takes 2.
Do you reckon that's what he'll do at this 350? So do I. He's been putting up that he's doing the Harad thing.
Oh, doing the Harad, but I don't
think he'll do the Harad thing. I don't think he'll do it.
He'll
do what he did at Huddersfield.
To fight 7, you can then tackle the spider a bit more easy. Which question do you Barry O'Neill's? Oh no.
No Suicide on Mars Bar.
No.
Also, you should number these Q&As. The related video box is confusing.
That's not a
bad idea. Right?
We should probably do the week, like the dates. Or should we number them? We'll just number them, it'd be easier.
Yeah, number them's fine.
Yeah. Thanks for the suggestion, Joe.
We should number them, and then when we've done like a year's worth, it should be like season 1, season 2.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Ramsey Easa. Thanks for that. I had no idea I could bring other Lake Town models into Radagast Alliance if led by Bard. Well, technically then, It's an allied force, isn't it? Technically. He's put
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Other Lake Town models into Radagast Alliance. It's led by Bard.
Bard is then from the Lake Town list, and he brings in the troops that way. But he's not sort of in Radagast Alliance and can bring troops from that force.
No,
essentially it is, but
yeah, essentially,
but not for your army.
Yeah, they're allied. But anyway, very convenient since I already have a few Lake Town bowmen and swordsmen that I thought I couldn't use, as well as Alfred. Do you know it's really interesting? And you said this, they've sold really well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They have sold really well, and they've sold out for someone else. I think people just want the models.
Unbelievable. That's been a big surprise.
Yeah.
A big surprise. Can I include Alfred as Bard's dubious counsel? I'm not sure on the restrictions since it's technically not a Lake Town army. Thanks for helping us all out. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. You're awesome.
Alfred can... There's no allying restrictions anymore, so models can just jump around time zones and locations and ally together. So yes, you could have Alfred in your Radagast Alliance force. He just set up on his own, maybe with some troops, and Dubious Council can work with anyone.
Now, I am going on to Games Workshop's website because the next question is from Kurt Leach, and he has put, have Mirkwood Rangers gone up in price? Have you noticed this?
No, but then, to be honest, I've not looked at Mirkwood Rangers recently.
Neither have I.
They were 25, weren't they? No, they're still 25.
Still 25 quid? So our answer, Kurt Leach, is no. Unless that's in a different part of the world.
Yeah, so maybe a different part of the world.
Different part of the world. Next question is...
Dark Templar.
Dark Templar.
Could Gondor Black Shield's Shaman
strip
all war gear, even on a hero such as Aragorn, if he passes his spell roll? Yeah, so let's say you cast Shatter on Aragorn, and Aragorn's got Anduril. If Aragorn fails to resist it, then yes, he'll lose all his weapons, and he counts as unarmed for the rest of the game.
That's minging.
That is a nice spell.
You ever see anybody do that?
Yeah, I remember someone took... I played against someone who took three Shamans that could do that. Very, very painful game. Lots of will was wasted by the wizards. Because think about it, he breaks all your weapons. A wizard's staff is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah. They
lose their staff on a 3+. Nasty game.
Yeah, sounds a bit messy. Messy, nasty
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, Dark Templar, good little tic-tacs there.
Nicolaj took 2 as well. As well as 2 regular Shamans, so we could Channel Fury and Shatter things.
What do you think he'll bring to this 350 list?
Marauders.
5 of them.
5 of them.
3 wounds each. Do they get 2 shots?
Yes, 2 shots each, so 10 bow shots.
10 bow shots. 10 shots.
And can move freely. There's no
movement penalty.
Yeah.
No, 5+ shoot value.
5+ shoot value. They still get the movement penalty, but they can move 10 inches and shoot.
I'm trying to work out if I've got the advantage.
I think it depends. If he gets the charge on you, then you're screwed. Next question though, because we've got to be a little bit speedy, because Charles is waiting currently at Element Games.
He doesn't mind. Morgan Kant.
James said it, not me.
Yeah, he doesn't mind. He's a cool guy. Hey guys, thanks for the great video. My question is, would Rohan and Dale make a good alliance? You asked us this before, Morgan, haven't you?
Someone has. Perhaps Morgan. We decided, I think, last time, they don't make the best of allies because you don't really gain all too much from them.
No, I mean, did Dale have got some spear troops, have they?
Yes, yeah.
So I guess you could support Rohan warriors with spears.
Yeah. No, you get the fight 4 cheaply, you guess. But that's if you're going for an infantry force. They don't really bring much if you're going for an all-mounted force.
No, not if you go. Maybe if you go in an infantry force might work. Next up, Karam Jan Triangle. Hey guys, thanks for the 3+ minute reply. I was talking about when I had to spiel off my history of fitness, and I managed to.
I put a timer up on that as well.
I did notice your very supreme editing skills. Well done.
Thanks.
You should be pleased with yourself. Liverpool Games Workshop was good. We had 2 new people and me and 2 others who had not played for a few years. Liverpool Games Workshop are doing a campaign which starts on the 12th of the 3rd.
Started yesterday. Oh,
so yesterday for you guys. Get you in your time machine, which should be interesting. We're starting at 250 points, and after a couple of weeks, it'll be 500 points, then 750 points, as far as I'm aware. It's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah.
7 or 8 people are signed up, that I shall once again report on how it goes. Make sure you refer them to this channel, Karam Jam Triangle. Tell them, say, hey, listen, there's this great channel where there's a couple of people. They don't know what they're talking, they just talk about the hobby. Question. So, Jamie, what do you think of throwing daggers, forward elves?
They're not as good as they used to be, but I still do rate them. I was actually theorising about taking them. Go back down. He's had like 8 replies to this.
Yeah, but they're talking about meeting in Liverpool.
Oh, okay. What's so bad about that? They're not as good as they used to be with their.
Very customers.
Yeah.
They don't do that down there, do they?
They don't do. Yeah, the move and shoot is a little bit painful for them because they're not as aggressive as they used to be. But I still think that if you've got the points spare, sort of like I was actually thinking about I think maybe my 600 point force might have some because I've got a sort of weird amount left. So I was like, well, let's give everyone a throwing dagger. And you make them sort of a really versatile force. Yeah. There
you go. Throwing daggers answered by the Goblin. Elias Kvint. Hi guys, I was wondering what you guys thought about Mahud Raiders, Mahud Warriors and the Mahud King. Keep up the good work. I like the Mahud King.
Mahud King's great. Ooh. Mahud Raiders alright with their Impale rule, but I don't really like it too much. Because it's not like a throw weapon, you can't move on if you kill, you just stop. So if you could only charge one and you kill it, if you get counter-charged, you're on the back foot.
Yeah. And there's been an interesting discussion, hasn't there? Like, if you kill the horse,
if you charge a cavalry model and kill the horse, you've charged a cavalry model and killed the horse in the movement phase. So you've charged a cavalry model that is now an infantry base.
I think it should still count.
I think it should still count.
Definitely.
Mahud Warriors, I think they used to be 2 attacks.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been nice. They're lovely models.
If
you're going to go for this army, you're going for it because you like the look of it. Definitely.
It's really tribal, isn't it? Sort of wicker shields, and they are cool, but they used to be better.
So it used to be better, but if you like the look of them,
yeah, go for them.
Yeah, same with like the Dunlans, the Mahuds. I'd love to see more of those armies, just because people love them, and I bet that somebody could make them work.
Oh, yeah.
If they were willing to put in the time into it, they could make it work. Werner's Miniatures.
What do you guys think of Morgul Stalkers?
Never come across them. This has to be your answer.
Morgul Stalkers are 2 attacks, strength 4, fight 3. Have Stalk Unseen, so they can't wear an Elven Cloak. And that's it. I think they might have sort of poison blades as well.
Are they expensive?
15 points or 12 points. So they get what they pay for. They're not. I generally don't think.
It's a shame about the fight 3.
Yeah, they might be fight 4, but even then, they're just not up to scratch. I don't think. Because like if you want them, you want them to be sort of your front line because they're 2 attacks. Then you're negating their Elven Cloak.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like you have that sort of issue that Charles has where he's got his Watchsakana on the front because they're his fighting troop.
Yeah.
But he also wants them on the backs that in the ways for shooting are there so they're not dying easily.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He almost needs like a screen of troops in front, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That you just chuck in front that you then part when
once the combat is around.
Combat's looking like it's likely.
Yeah.
Next up, HD Miniatures, which is Harry, I think. Hello.
Yeah, Harry.
Okay. Hello, fellow SBG Wargamers. Harry here from Australia. I got your name right. That's good. Your channel is unreal. Thank you very much. Well, it's real. It's real, baby.
It's very real.
It's very real. I'm always watching and liking your vids. We really appreciate it. Yeah. And you've been there from the start.
If you like videos, it really helps us in the search engines because we get pushed up above the other videos of similar views. So the more we get liked, the better it is for people to find our channel. So
of the 300 to 400 people that are likely to be watching this vid, you all need to click like if you like this video, and it does help us. Yeah. My question for this week is, how do you approach someone who may break the rules during a match-friendly tournament? Such as moving a model further than its actual movement, e.g. 6.5 inches instead of 6. I find it's always funny to make a joke about it when someone's doing it. It's like, whoa!
So can that model fly? No, okay. I just wondered because you moved it 12 inches.
Yeah, what's that all about? It's like got a jump pack.
Make jokes about it and try and make light of the situation. But if you think someone is genuinely cheating, like is intentionally doing all this stuff, speak to your tournament organizer, and the tournament organizer come have a word. Say, look, we've had some complaints from other players that they think you might be sort of intentionally cheating. Yellow card.
Yeah. If you I know that I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably just say, "Come on, buddy."
I know.
I would probably say, "Come on, mate. You know, this is a game. Don't be ridiculous."
Yeah.
You know, let's just play in the rules. You know, I've seen it once or twice. To be fair, I've just let it go because it's not really. You know, if it's gonna matter, if it's something that matters, if you think, hang on a minute, this is.
Well, your model. I've had it a couple of times. It's sort of at the very end of the game, when you're playing sort of like a whole ground style game, and someone pushes the model that bit further so that suddenly they're in the range for something. You're like, how far did that model move? 6 inches? Did it?
So you probably approach it differently to me.
Yeah. Be very stern and be like, did it?
Yeah, you do the Jamie gaming stare, which is like the challenging face. Really?
Really? Yeah. Okay. Sure. You do that then.
Sure. I love it when you do that. It's funny. Whereas I'd be more like, what's it? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? So yeah, I think it's better to just kind of make light of it. But if you think that someone is like persistently doing it, then maybe speak to someone else. I don't know. And sorry, quick one. Which warriors do you prefer, Black Numenoreans or Blackguard?
Blackguard.
Blackguard are better.
All day.
Thanks once again. Black Numenoreans are like elves with shields that cause terror, aren't they?
No, they're like Knights of Dalamroth that cause terror.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So I was thinking of Castellans of Umbar with the fight 5.
Yeah.
Thanks once again for answering my question. Keep up the awesome vids. It's
a
pleasure. Next up, Jordan Giacinti.
I edited this as well. Arrivederci.
Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. Arrivederci. Giacinti. No offence taken with the exaggerated Italian accent, James. I said after it wasn't racist, was it? Ironically, I have more English blood than Italian. My girlfriend is actually my girlfriend is actually from Slough.
Oh dear.
Oh dearie me. Slough. Have you been to Slough?
No,
I've been to Slough. I've been to okay. I want. If you were gonna give Slough a colour, you would say grey. Okay. Slough is My auntie used to live in Slough. My auntie and uncle, before they moved off to the Cotswolds to balance out the experience of living in Slough.
If we take a trip overseas, we'll have to give a visit to you guys. Please do. We'll get a better recording. Anyway, my question this week is about spear and pike support. Can a good archer shoot at a spear support or pike when they are supporting a model in combat? If it's an evil model, yes. If it's because it's not directly in combat, so there's no risk of hurting the good model in combat that one is supporting.
Yeah. So as long as you're not having to shoot through the combat, you can shoot the spear because it's technically. It's not technically in combat until the combat, is it?
No. Well, no, it would be classed as in combat, but you can. It's been FAQ'd that they can shoot. They do still have their control zone, so they are, for all intents and purposes, not in combat. They just get to make a special strike.
Okay.
Against them. Yeah.
Next up, we got Tom Turtle.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
All
so
in capital
much.
letters. And yes, I do like your waffles. That's like
that's like an old video.
That's an old reference.
I couldn't find that, by the way, afterwards. I didn't. We obviously won't mention it here, but I couldn't even find it.
Which waffle?
You know when we were talking the video where we mentioned waffles.
I don't know.
Waffle. Waffle.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Took on blue waffles. Okay.
Whoa! No editing. I couldn't even find it.
Blue waffle is rude to say. Your wonderful channel got me back into our great hobby, and I have since recruited another friend. Yes.
Good man.
Your energy and enthusiasm, combined with your sheer knowledge of the hobby, the energy and enthusiasm, the sheer knowledge, makes you really special. Oh.
No, thank you very much. That's a really nice thing to say.
Anyway, here are my questions. One question.
I don't mind.
We'll get them all. It's obviously flattery to get the 3 answers. How did you both get into the hobby and how long ago?
How did you get into the hobby?
Some of my friends playing it, wanted to play it, and started in 2007.
2007? I got into the hobby because I went on the Wandering forums trying to look for players for a different game and then got sucked in by the energy enthusiasm of others. Yeah. And that was only a year and a half ago-ish. So I've not been playing for long. What are your opinions on the Knights of Rivendell? Are they worth their points, etc.?
Yes.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're good.
They're cool. I like them. They're versatile.
Yeah.
They're very good in certain situations.
They're the jack of all trades and master of shooting.
Yeah, I like them. I like them.
What are your opinions on Lindir and Glorfindel?
Glorfindel, what a beast.
Glorfindel's amazing. You know, fight 7's great.
3.
And Terror, when you got the armour of Gondor and magic resistance, is good. Lindir.
Good support hero.
Yeah, good support hero.
Fight, not being a bit higher. He's only 5'5".
Yeah, 5'5". He's just an elf. But he's strength 4. 1 might, 3 will.
He's more of a buffer
fate.
for...
He's a buffer for...
He's basically giving a staff to...
Elrond.
Elrond, except then Elrond's total points cost is obviously quite expensive. But he's more fighty than the others, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a wizard. If you're comparing him to a wizard who's got a staff.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Gandalf's pretty fighty. Strength 5.
5'5", isn't he?
Yeah. More wounds. Kevin Demansky. Hello again. To answer your questions, 1, I'm a supply teacher and I teach from kindergarten to grade 8, but mostly grades 7 and 8. I teach everything from math and science to French, as Canada is bilingual, but my teachable subject is history.
Oh, we like history.
Which I'm currently taking a course to be qualified to teach grade 11 and 12, which the lesson plans which I'm writing while listening to you guys.
Don't worry, James, I'm focused and currently hold an A+ average. Good man.
Good man.
It's really good. Well done. Hard work pays off.
Yeah. No, we do not refer to ourselves as the colonies. I was just using a cheeky historical reference for fun, and I think that your reaction to it was awesome.
Yeah. He's probably really impressed that our reaction wasn't like this kind of...
Oh,
yes! Colonies! We own you! We're not like that at all. We're partners in this world. Friends.
But we are part of the Commonwealth, and our currency has the Queen on the back of all our coins and a $20 bill. Therefore, I think we can safely say we are Commonwealth brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
Partners in this world. World's a nasty place. Good to have friends.
Yeah. My question this week is much like the last one. Which hero do you think should be adjusted to make them more viable or useful in a warband? For elves, for myself, and Rohan for you. For example, your reference last week was to Lord Elrond being expensive. What might make him more appealing to a high elf warband player, and dropping a point or increase in certain statues? Stats again.
Stats, yeah.
Thank you much for answering my question last week. Cheers from across the pond.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Hero that you would like to be adjusted in your elves?
I liked Celeborn to come with a weapon initially, because he's listed as unarmed.
Oh, really?
Or at least he was, but he had to pay for his elven blade and his shield and his armour. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. He seems like a good hero.
He's a good hero. He's got 353s, but he's...
Why doesn't he get taken?
He's 120 points base, and then once you equip him up, he's 140, and then you compare him to Glorfindel.
Glorfindel, yeah. Glorfindel's 140 without his horse.
Without his horse, yeah. So, you know, you get in high defense. Well, you get the same defense, lower fight value, but with a bit of magic in there. So, 11 to be a bit cheaper, and to come with a weapon to make him more viable for tournament use.
Yeah. With Rohan, I'd like a Theoden profile that reflected how awesome Theoden actually is when it comes to Pelennor. Just like Éomer's got a Knight in the Pelennor version, we should have a Theoden, you know, in the Pelennor version that at least has some kind of buff to troops and stuff like that, you know, which would be good. And also, Éomer should be fight 6, Knight of the Pelennor.
That'd be. Would you pay an extra sort of 5 points if he was fight 6?
He's overcosted slightly anyway. Knight of the Pelennor, yeah. I think he was supposed to have fight 6.
But does he not have some rule about if Éowyn's on the field or something?
No, that's an old thing.
Is that an old thing?
Apparently that's an old thing, yeah. It's not in the current source books. He used to have a thing that was like the twins.
Yeah. I think, if someone killed Éowyn or Theoden, he went mental.
He just went crazy and he got... His strength went up, his defence went down and had to chase them. Same as the twins, really. Okay. Next up.
Max Robinson. Hi guys, great video as normal. My question this week is, how did each of you originally get into the hobby? I think we just answered that. Thanks for my question last week, and keep up the videos coming. So my friend saw it and I wanted to play, and you fell in because of the One Ring. The
One Ring Forum. Yep. Thank you. Ryan McConnell. I'd be happy to paint up Vrasku for James. That's great, but I've had to let my friend borrow some painting and modelling equipment to get him into the hobby. I've sent you an email regarding the actual trade, but just let me know if you prefer me to paint it before I send it over to you. Well, send us a picture of your painting, and if your painting's really, really good, of course I would like you to paint it. Don't take me saying, no, that's alright, I'll paint it myself, to me slagging off your painting. But I'm not sure that this trade is happening anymore.
Oh, really?
No, because apparently his dad said that I could be anybody.
Oh, okay.
You know, I might try and rip him off.
Yeah.
which I won't do. I promise you I won't. It's through PayPal and eBay and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Now, on to my question. Do you think that if Games Workshop managed to get a Game of Thrones license after Lord of the Rings license runs out, that they will use the rule set resembling the Hobbit one or an entirely new one? I think that they would have a new one. I think it'd be similar, but...
Similar style, but with tweaks.
Yeah, I think that there would be more things to introduce more of the intrigue level, because Game of Thrones is more about is as much about the politics than it's not just about.
If not more, it's more about the politics.
More about the politics.
The battles don't really like in the books and even in the films. The TV series to some extent. Like the battles are talked about.
Yeah.
Like at the battle, King Rob rode on the warg and destroyed the troops, but you don't actually see any of that.
No.
It's more about the effects of what happened in court.
Yeah.
Because so many people start going, okay, so the Starks are now quite power, let's go with them. There'll be more to that. I think there'll be sort of a game. I don't see them picking up the license, to be honest.
No, neither do I. I don't think it'll happen.
I don't see it. As cool as it would be to have a war game on it, I don't think a war game will happen. The board game is incredible, and it captures the sort of
You played a board game, yeah?
Yeah, quite a few times. Yeah.
Really good.
Really good. I can't compliment it enough.
I've got a different.
You've got a different one.
I've got a different one in there. We'll have to play it sometime.
Yeah.
Jane said we'll play it, but I don't see it happening, even though she bought it for me. So yeah, we don't think it will happen. Thanks for all the great videos. Love the X-Wing week, and I'll be in touch regarding the trade, James. Thank you very much, Ryan. Next up, we've got Sam Gibbs.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Cheers for answering my question. I've signed up to Beginner Sundays at my local Games Workshop. Good man.
Excellent.
My question this week is, what do you make of the Balrog? What are his strengths and weaknesses, as I would like to use him in a battle sometime soon?
No might.
He's got no might, and he gets bogged down really quite easily, and he's a lot of points. Don't be sucking into Games Workshop selling him you. If you don't want him, don't buy him. Because he's like 35, if not £40. And you can probably buy some troops that you get a much more fun use out of than him. Honestly.
Yeah. But if you really like the model, that's what it's all about.
If you really like the model, go on eBay.
Oh yeah, you get them for real cheap.
Yeah, because the Balrog was sort of like the big sale when it initially came out. He's used in scenario play quite a bit in the original scenarios.
Never-ending questions. You know these. There's loads. This is brilliant.
Charles, poor Charles. Sorry, man. We'll be there when we can.
Larry Miller recently got back into the hobby and been watching through your videos. Thought I'd get in on this question, asking with a few Wood Elf related questions for Jamie. Can Legolas move and do his super shot?
If he moves 3 inches.
I checked the FAQ and couldn't see anything about this. Do you ever use Mirkwood Guard?
No.
Before I got the 3 people...
Oh, sorry, the Mirkwood Guard. That's the 2+ shoot value.
Yeah.
Not myself. Thomas Harrison, though, does use them because he prefers the 2+ shoot.
Before I got the 3 peoples, but recently for my dwarves, I didn't realise there was anything with a 2-up shoot value. And finally, are you hoping they'll make rules for Thranduil Stack?
Yes!
I was disappointed when they hadn't, when I saw his new rules. If they make a model, I'll probably buy it, even though I currently don't have any Wood Elves.
Yeah, Thranduil Stack would be amazing to have. It'd be great. It'd be nice to have another Wood Elf hero on horse, to be honest.
Yeah. Stuart Smith. Hi guys, thanks for your thoughts on my question, as I was pondering it and I wasn't sure. That's what we're here for. My question this week is that in the Free People's book, Glorfindel's profile doesn't have the Terror special rule.
Yeah, now this was a misprint. You'll notice Eristor has Terror, and Glorfindel doesn't. Mm-hmm. They've got those bits wrong. It's in the errata that Eristor, I think, lost his Terror and Glorfindel gained it.
Oh, okay. And I was wondering whether this was a misprint or they've not given him it, which I think would be strange considering his whole backstory and all the other noble elves like him have it.
Yeah, he does have it. It's in the errata on Games Workshop's website.
And also wondering what's been your greatest accomplishment while playing a game and what has been a dreaded memory. Thanks. Greatest accomplishment.
You first.
I was very chuffed to come second in that tournament with the knowledge that could have put myself in a position to come first as well. Yeah. But beating you the first time was
that's my dreaded memory.
Beating you the first time was just... I didn't expect it. You didn't expect it.
Yeah. My greatest accomplishment whilst playing a game, so not a tournament.
Yeah, playing a game.
Knocking over the fell beast.
Yeah, that's quite a good one, isn't it?
It's going to be hard to top that one, I think.
Dreaded moments... Dreaded moments. Didn't the dice fail you? Like, just completely.
Yeah, it's like, right, so
you.
I've got 8 strikes, needing 5 to wound. 1 wound kills him. Oh, what? And I've got no might. That's the kind of moment you just go,
I can't do anything because it's beyond your control.
okay, that shouldn't have happened, but whatever. So you start rolling 8 dice and go, 3 wounds, 7 wounds. Oh.
Do you know what? I think a lot of mine are coming against Kieran. I love that guy. I think he's a great guy. But like in the Ents one, just so many things. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How have you just killed that Ent? How have you done that? Because I was going to win. What? How have I only heroic strike with Treebeard and I've got less than your captain or whatever it was? What was going on? What? How have I just hurled a model through 12 models
and no one dies?
No one dies. No one dies. How has that happened? What? How has your crossbow shot of 3 managed to wound one? Just things like that, and then
3 blowpipes, 2 wounds on ends.
Just no things like that. No, those are dreaded memories.
Yeah.
Good games though, good fun. Next up,
Frida.
Frida.
Hey guys, sorry I've been a little bit hit and miss lately with my questions. I just haven't had the time to watch the videos between Sunday and Wednesday lately. That's alright.
It's not alright. Sort your life out.
Okay. My question for this week is, what is your painting backlog like? I don't know. My painting backlog, if you include all my models, is pretty big. But I don't see it as a painting backlog, really. I've got about 15 models or so that I'd like to get painted up, but just sit down my desk.
Yeah, mine's pretty big. I've got an army of Thrall that I need to paint up. I've got an Arnor, because my grey company's pretty much done. I've got an Arnor army, 500 points, that needs converting from warriors and ministerial through spears and stuff. I need to do that. The Rivendell Knights need finishing. I've got an Angmar army lined up. My Umbar Harad army needs finishing. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It's pretty big.
Longy970, cheers for answering my question last week. I found your video about the Mirkwood scenarios. Good stuff. I was in Desolation of Smaug week, and in keeping with the participation rule, my question is, which army and which single model do you hate coming up against?
I hate coming up against Haradrim.
Yeah.
Haradrim bowline.
50% Harad bowline, and then for a single hero.
Legolas. I hate coming up against Legolas. Legolas is a pain when you're a horse player. I know that you've now got randomised, haven't you? That's better for me.
Single model I hate coming up against. I hate going against the Shade. I hate playing Shades. They just spoil the game. I've used one as well. I know they do.
Hypocrite.
That's not. I just take them against them. Also, I'm currently a student in Nottingham, and I agree with Jamie when he says that Rock City on Saturday night is quality. Yeah, it is.
Who's coming to Throne of Skulls, and where's everybody going to stay? Because I think that we should all stay together somewhere.
Oh, I'm staying at James Bond and Craig's.
Oh, yeah.
Basically a bed.
Yeah. You do that.
Yeah, well.
The rest of you who want to come and stay with me in a hotel, we'll stay up in a bar late, we'll have some drinks, be good fun.
Oh, next up, Mr. Sam Page. Great videos as always, guys. Quick thank you to you both for coming down to the best event ever, placing first and second. Looking forward to your tournament review, which may or may not be up by the time you post this video.
Better add be, Jamie.
It's rendered. My question this week is favourite soundtrack from Lord of the Rings Hobbit movie. My favourite is Return of the King. For single song, it's Concerning Hobbits for me. Boom, 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 boom.
How does it go?
It goes like that.
Do you know what? I actually really liked the Hobbit. What was it? The Misty Mountain song. I really like that. The pines were rolling on the home.
And finally, big game for the Mighty Reds this weekend. Come on, Liverpool. I reckon 2-1 to us.
Sam Page is a Liverpool fan.
Yeah. Good man. Next up, Graham Sargent. Another great broadcast. That sounds like some sort of propaganda. Looking forward to meeting you at the forthcoming events. What do you think will be the killer list at Throne of Skulls this year?
All mounted Rohan.
Yeah, there we go. I actually don't know. Throne of Skulls, because it's a purely random event, it's just a sort of luck of the draw.
I've already decided what I want to come up against. I think I might have said it in a previous video.
Well, just
beginner, you, beginner, you.
would lose that game. Liam F, another great Q&A, guys. I just had to ask what would be good in a Gondor list for small point games, such as 350 points. I wonder if he's attending. So, we talked about this earlier. Damrod, Beragond, 20 guards of the Fountain Court, and then someone like Faramir or ideally Boromir, if you can fit him in.
350 points.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if anyone else does this now, but whenever I open a box of models, especially Finecast, I hear James's voice saying, "Beautiful Finecast metal plastic miniatures."
Yeah, beautiful. These are gorgeous models.
Thursday morning, I must have...
Death Clip.
Thursday morning, got to ask a question. Jamie, do you play any Battlefield 4? And what other PC games do you play? Well, I can't think of anything else right now, so I guess that's it. No, I don't
That almost comes across, it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
I've not got a question, but I've got to ask a question.
If my username on Steam is Jamical, Jamical, add me on that and we'll see what games we've got that we can play. We'll sort that out.
What has he asked? He's not asked you if you want to play a game.
Well, I assume not, but you can check my profile on there, and that's got my list of games.
Does it actually list what games you've got?
Yeah.
So other people can see what games you've got.
Yeah.
Well, that's very 1984. I think that's people knowing what games I play. I've got nothing on my Steam account. It's got Total War, which I can't play on the Mac. Man, the games I've got I can't play on them. This is the problem with Mac. You can't do any PC gaming.
Exactly, that's why I got.
Because I was thinking, because you were thinking of doing like a playthrough of this new.
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor. I was thinking, well, you know what Middle Earth games are? I was thinking, well, I used to love the Total War. I could get out the old mod and do it on this. No. It won't let me do Third Age Total War on the Mac. You can't play any games on them. Angry Birds. Who would like to see me do a playthrough of Angry Birds?
Actually, people.
Oh my days! Oh my days! What? Come on! Yeah, let's not do that.
And finally, Kamil Dominsky.
Good morning! Awesome X-Wing week. Question: if you pass a courage test for being broken, do you have to pass another one for charging a model with terror?
Yes, because they're two separate sources.
I'm happy to donate a few pennies when you set up a Kickstarter.
Thank you, and you'll never walk alone. Yes, I love the amount of Reds we've got on this channel. Proper Reds.
What's going on? Listen, I bet you all weren't Reds last season. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, maybe they weren't.
No.
Maybe they have just crawled out. No, I don't know.
I found that when Chelsea got their money and everything.
All
of a sudden...
So, I'm a Chelsea fan. Why? When?
But you're looking around, you're thinking, hang on, there has never been a Chelsea fan in the north of England, ever. At least with Manchester United, it is an international team, an international brand. It was
an international team, was an international brand.
We'll be playing Stockport County just over the road soon.
He should get some easy games to go to.
We should go to a game sometime, just for giggles. And grab a pie.
Yeah.
Pie and a pint. You up for that?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Go watch County. Woohoo! But what's going on with these Liverpool fans? It really annoys me as well. I spent my teenage years in Southport near Liverpool, so everybody's like an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan. Yeah. And I can remember, this is the type of fan a Liverpool fan is. I remember when you won Champions League final against AC Milan. I remember that. Okay, half time, all of these Liverpool, they were like, I've had enough of this, I'm going home. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the game's not over.
I was like, the game's not over. Have you not learned anything from, your great rivals, Manchester United? Anything can happen. And listen to this. And I would have taken this to my grave, but I'm going to say it out loud now. I started singing. I had quite a lot to drink. Yeah. I started singing You'll Never Walk Alone, really, really loud. And the whole pub started singing it. And it was an epic moment. And I cheered with all the Liverpool, because it's an English team.
Yeah.
I know that, it's like...
you got your rivalry, but yeah.
Yeah, I want Arsenal to do well in Champions League.
English team.
No, they're not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If I see Arsenal, maybe not City. I was quite happy to see them lose to Barcelona last night. But you kind of want them teams to do well, don't you?
Yeah.
I want Scotland to do well when they're playing football or rugby or anything, or Wales. It's the same to a degree as long as they're not playing us, But they don't really want that for us.
No.
Where's the love?
Because we're the big boys, and everyone wants to see the big one fall. We want to help the little brothers, but the little brothers want to be better than the big brother.
This has been another week's edition of Speak Friend and Question. We hope you've enjoyed this farce.
Yeah, we need to go meet Charles. He's been waiting 35 minutes for us at Element Games.
He won't mind. He won't mind. He'll be in there buying loads of stuff and hopefully saying he's from the GBHL channel and helping support us. This has been GBHL James.
And GBHL Jamie. Happy strategy battle gaming.
Support your hobby.